In the bustling metropolis of Moscow, a young girl named Yulia felt an overwhelming sense of loneliness. Her mother had passed away, and her father, Valentine, was often absent due to his work for the army. One morning, her teacher announced an upcoming meteor shower, which only the nerdy gleb seemed to have any knowledge about. Yulia, however, was more interested in gossiping with her friend Filana about an upcoming concert. When Filana discovered Yulia was leaving with her other friend Ta, after class, she was disappointed. Later on, Yulia asked her father for permission to watch the meteor shower, but he forbade it for her safety. This made Yulia furious. Her rebellious friend Ta, convinced her to disobey her father and join the crowd on the streets to watch the meteor shower, despite the risks. As they were waiting, a wild driver in a sports car almost caused an accident, and Ta took matters into his own hands by hitting the driver and breaking the mirror. Ta's gang showed up as backup, causing the drivers to back off. Filana later showed up and offered to watch the meteor shower from the roof of her apartment building. Yulia and Ta joined her, but Ta soon grew bored and took Yulia to Filana's room to fool around. Meanwhile, an alien spaceship was traveling through our solar system and was hit by one of the meteor showers. This caused it to crash land in Moscow, destroying several buildings, including Filana's apartment. As the military evacuated the city, Valentine was sent to make contact with the alien alongside a scientist and a team of soldiers. They discovered that the aliens just wanted to fix their ship and leave, but some soldiers wanted to destroy the ship before they changed their minds. Valentine convinced them to be patient, and the aliens were eventually able to fix their ship and leave. Yulia woke up in the hospital and learned about Filana's death. On the TV in her hospital room, she saw her father leading the operation to build a protective structure around the city. Hold on to your seats, folks, because we've got a story that will take you on a thrilling ride through a world where aliens have crash-landed on Earth and tensions run high between humans and extraterrestrial beings. Our protagonist, Yulia, is caught in the middle of it all and must navigate a dangerous path to find the truth. It all starts with Yulia being given the go-ahead by her doctor to leave the hospital after a spaceship crash. She steps outside to find Ta waiting for her, ready to take her home. But their plans are interrupted when Valentine arrives and insists on taking Yulia with him instead. Grateful for Ta's help in saving his daughter's life, Valentine also points out that it was Ta's invitation that led to the danger in the first place. Yulia's father refuses to answer her questions about the anti-alien graffiti she sees on the streets, and when they arrive at their apartment, she learns that her grandmother will be taking care of her since her father is always too busy with work. Despite the crash, schools are still opening, and Yulia is shocked to see that the school bus has been replaced by a tank. She also sees Lana's memorial in the quarter, which puts her in a somber mood. Her teacher tries to explain the importance of making contact with aliens, but Yulia is too angry and upset to listen. She storms out of class, and the other students follow her. Later, Yulia steals her father's gun and heads to Ta's hideout, where she convinces his gang to help her seek revenge for Lana's death. They go to an abandoned building with a secret entrance to the quarantine zone, where they find a strange shield-like object and an alien in a room. Yulia tries to shoot the alien, but the bullets bounce off its armor. The gang attacks the creature, causing it to slip and fall into the pile of bodies below. Yulia notices that the alien is pretending to be a dead man and decides to keep the secret because he saved her life. After hiding the alien's exoskeleton in their hideout, the gang goes home, but Yulia can't sleep. She goes back to the crash site and finds the alien unconscious and bleeding. She takes him away in her car and contacts Gleb, a friend studying medicine, to help. As the story unfolds, we see Yulia caught between her anger towards aliens and her growing sympathy for this one alien who has shown her kindness. The tension between humans and aliens escalates, and Yulia must make difficult decisions to protect the one she cares about. This is a story about loyalty, betrayal, and the blurred lines between right and wrong. It's a thrilling ride through a world where humanity's future hangs in the balance, and one girl must decide where her loyalties lie. So buckle up and get ready for a wild ride. Get ready to be blown away by this amazing tale of intergalactic intrigue. When Yulia and Gleb stumble upon a mysterious alien in dire need of a transfusion, they never could have imagined the adventure that would follow. With the help of Yulia's blood, the alien is saved and even gifts her with a strange metal bracelet that seems to control water. But as they hide the alien in Yulia's garage, the military is closing in, convinced that the alien is a threat to their planet. Type here. Meanwhile, the alien, who speaks perfect Russian, reveals himself as Hawken and explains that he is searching for a device called Silk. Yulia allows him to borrow some clothes before he sets off on his quest. But when he is spotted trying to re-enter the quarantine zone, Hawken is immediately arrested by the patrolling officers, witnessed by Yulia from afar. As tensions rise and the military becomes more aggressive, Ta's gang discovers a mysterious exoskeleton that is impervious to human tools. But when they accidentally activate it, one of them is left in agonizing pain. As the gang debates what to do with the dangerous armor, Tama tries to reach Valentine but is ignored. When he drives to the military base, he finds himself caught up in a violent protest demanding more water, leading to his arrest and a loss of faith in the army. With the fate of Earth hanging in the balance, can Yulia and her friends uncover the truth behind Hawkins' mission and the mysterious silk device before it's too late? Don't miss out on this thrilling sci-fi adventure that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this story is about to take you on a wild ride. It all starts at the police station, where our hero, Hawkins, discovers that the military has the elusive shield-like object he's been searching for. But there's a problem. The officers are stumped because Hawkins doesn't have fingerprints. That's when Yulia, the colonel's daughter, swoops in to save the day with her connections. With Yulia's help, Hawkins manages to get his hands on the she and they head to the military base. But things get tricky when the guard won't let Yulia pass because Valentine is busy. Quick-thinking Yulia lies and says she's pregnant to get Valentine's attention, while Hawkins sneaks in to retrieve the she. After some close calls, they manage to escape with the she and head to Yulia's home. But they have to wait until midnight to avoid the guards. In the meantime, Hawkins shows off his amazing technology by healing Yulia's dog's sick eyes. But things get awkward when Yulia's grandmother thinks Hawkins is her boyfriend. To make matters worse, Valentine shows up with a military convoy, forcing Yulia and Hawkins to run away. They go to see Tama and his gang, who are planning a riot against the military. Hawkins borrows some new clothes and Yulia remembers they have concert tickets. They decide to hide out at the concert and have some fun, with Hawkins even learning how to dance. But the real shocker comes when Hawkins touches Yulia's hands and connects their minds. What secrets will be revealed? Find out in this thrilling tale of aliens, military intrigue, and unexpected connections. Hold on to your seats, folks, because I have a wild story about an incredible planet and the chaos that unfolds when humans make contact with an alien race. It all starts with a ship that crash lands on Earth, carrying an extraterrestrial named Hawken. But he wasn't supposed to make contact with humans, and when the army tries to shoot his ship down, things start to get crazy. Hawken warns that humans shouldn't approach the ship, as it will self-destruct to protect their advanced technology from falling into the wrong hands. But one of the gang members sees Hawken talking to a human named Yulia, and they immediately report his betrayal to their leader, Tama. Later, Yulia takes Hawken into a quarantine zone through an abandoned building, where he notices that she smokes despite the harmful effects. Intrigued by the combination of love and death, Hawken takes a cigarette to try and understand it better. This touches Yulia, who kisses him before he leaves. But their moment is cut short when Tama and his gang show up, accusing Hawken of stealing Yulia from him. They beat Hawken up, and when the she falls from his pockets, the gang takes it. Yulia begs for mercy, but Tama hits her, prompting Hawken to finally fight back and knock everyone down. As the gang runs away, they spread the news that an alien has killed their friend and incite a riot. Furious crowds gather with Tama, riled up by his speech about reclaiming Earth and avenging their dead loved ones. The military tries to defend the quarantine zone, but the crowd breaks through and a fierce fight breaks out. Meanwhile, back at the base, Hawken apologizes to Yulia for getting her involved. But when Valentine sees the she, Yulia tells him the truth about Hawken and blames him for everything. Valentine refuses to help, but a call from the Prime Minister interrupts their argument, demanding full military power to stop the violence. Yulia can't handle the chaos anymore and threatens to end things for herself, but Valentine allows her to leave with Hawken in an army vehicle. The ship releases AI-controlled exoskeletons to defend itself, hurting anyone who gets too close. This incredible planet is full of danger, chaos, and unexpected twists. It's a cautionary tale about the consequences of making contact with alien races and the danger of falling into violence and chaos. Who knows what other secrets and dangers are lurking out there in the vast unknown reaches of space? Welcome to a thrilling sci-fi adventure. Meet Hawken and Yulia, who find themselves in the middle of a war between humans and aliens. The humans are on a mission to reclaim Earth, while the aliens are trying to protect themselves and their spaceship. The couple tries to reach the spaceship, but their way is blocked by Tama, who is wearing powerful armor. He crashes their car and knocks Yulia out. Hawken is left with no choice but to fight Tama, but his alien body is not powerful enough to defend himself against the exoskeleton. Just when Tama is about to claim victory, Yulia wakes up and hits him with a car. Yulia and Hawken reunite, while Tama comes out of the exoskeleton, defeated. Meanwhile, Valentine tries to show the AI armors that humanity means no harm, but Tama refuses to give up and steals a rifle to shoot Hawken. Yulia sees this and immediately orders Valentine's men to arrest Tama. The other aliens bring Hawken and Yulia's bodies into the spaceship for treatment. Once inside, the ship's AI explains to them that the aliens are prohibited from visiting Earth because it's considered an extremely aggressive social. However, because of Yu's sincere love for Hawken, there may be hope to revisit that rule in the future. Yulia is healed, and she says goodbye to Hawken as the spaceship finally leaves the planet while releasing excess water. The quarantine zone is eventually lifted, and everyone goes back to their normal lives. Yulia reflects on the fact that an alien believed in humans more than humans believe in themselves and wonders what that says about humanity. This sci-fi adventure will leave you on the edge of your seat. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to watch more videos like this.